we're out on Dartmoor. We're going to do one night out, and I've got a guest with me. Her name is Lisa, and I've known her for over 20 years, and she was part of Breakaway Survival Squad years ago. And we're gonna, what this video is gonna show, hopefully, is how visually impaired people can do this sort of thing with assistance. Now we're only going 2 kilometres, and we're going up to Great Mist Tor. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, past Little Mist Tor and then Great Mist Tor. And maybe later on Lisa will tell you about her adventures in the jungle and what have you. And we'll have a look at the kit as well, and the food, and see why we're in the rain. Well, we set a date for this, and as it happens it's raining. So that's too bad. Lisa likes it like this, but I would like sunshine, because I'm like that. Bit of a softie. So we'll see how it goes anyway. Cheers. Yeah, go on.
Picked up the slug, but I think he's got little eggs, slug eggs on the tail end of it, and it's carrying them around. I don't know. I thought that slugs had to go in a little circle and exchange eggs and sperm, because they're both male and female, like they're hermaphrodites. So I'm not sure whether this is eggs or whether it's something else, but whatever it is, it's really stuck to my glove.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, so and I'm not going to eat this one. I think I'll just put it back. Oh my goodness, that's made a right mess.
That'll serve you right for messing about with slugs.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's like snot, isn't it?
Oh.
So Andy and I have missed the bridge because we were yakking away and weren't concentrating. So now I've got to cross this brook. So I've come up here because I thought, right, okay, I can get across here. But I've tested it out. Now anybody who uses a cane will know this is a walking pole. You know, you can use your cane as well. I don't use this out here. But I know that my arm is at right angles. That is level with my feet. I put it in there where the water is, and I know that water is at least 6 inches deep, which is going to go right over the top of my boots. On top of that, even if I did put it in, that is too much of a stretch for me. I'm not going to make it across here. I know it's there, but I can't push off. I haven't got the grip. The bed of the stream isn't solid enough for me to be able to, so I'm not going to cross it. I'm going to have to look for somewhere else. So there you go, that's that. Now we're coming back. Right, yeah, I've done it. Right there.
Nice one.
So I found somewhere to cross. I know from past experience that if you stand on a tussock like this with this pointy stuff that you can feel with your hand on, that's solid. This water's still deep, it's still 6 inches deep, but on the other side there's a rock and it's solid. It's not going to move. So I know that I'm going to get my other foot on this tussock and I'm going to move off from here. So I'm there now. I've got my walking pole in the bed of this stream, which is quite solid actually, and I'm just going to step over onto this. And I've already tested this side. Spring up and then go up from here. Stab around, and yeah, I'm fine. That's it. That's how to cross a stream. But if you're really stuck, then you just go back to the footbridge. This is what we talk. Don't cross a river if there's a footbridge available. But we happen to miss it. This is an experiment. I know I can do it. Andy's here to pick me up if I fall in, and the car's only probably 100 metres away. So that's that.
That's right, blame me for flipping missing the bridge.
I don't know, I think I did say that we were going to.
Yeah, okay.
So, hang on a minute. I don't know where to go now, come on.
There's a little path up by there. That's all right.
How's that?
Brilliant.
So it's okay, as long as we don't hit too many bumps. And with the wheel on swivel, I can sort of sweep with it, but it gets a bit difficult when I do that. It comes down to lumpy, bumpy bits. So I can see these big rocks, but I'm not sure how much they stick out the ground, which is why I use a 3-wheel pushchair instead of a 4-wheeled one, because I can gauge the terrain like I'm sweeping with a cane. Anybody who uses a long cane will know that you sweep with it. So I've got 3 wheels on this. The first wheel is about the same distance as my long cane is when I'm using that. The back 2 are about 1 pace or a half pace in front, so I can feel where they're going, and if there's any really big holes or really big rocks, I know they're there. But the little ones, they're a bit sort of fuzzy. Now I've got a line coming up here, I'm not entirely sure what that is, and
It's a little step downwards.
there's a little step down, yeah, great. So there you go, I felt that, I know how far it is down, and now I've got to go down myself, and there I am. That's that. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's better than, I know that if I was carrying this amount of weight on my back, it would be really, really hard. I would probably find it, because I've had a knee replacement and because I've had an operation on my back, because me and Woody had a tandem crash and I got injured there, so I couldn't physically carry anything anymore, you know, not at the moment, maybe in future. So this is the solution. Kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I can sweep with it, sort of, and I can carry all my kit. Now this looks a bit more difficult.
You need to go to the right a bit.
Okay, and that's why I've got Andy here to tell me you need to go to the right.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
One of the nice things about Dartmoor is that there's plenty of these sort of like chair height rocks about at the side of the trail, so I can have a bit of a sit down, and because it's hard work, you know, for me. I think it's hard work, but you know, I'm not objecting to it. I don't mind. It's doable as long as I've got lots of these nice handy rocks to sit on. You know, and it gives, because Andy doesn't like his new rucksack, so it gives him a chance to take it off, you see. So that's
Yeah.
it. So we're having a bit of a rest, and then we'll just crack on.
Yeah, up that way. There you are.
You got it? Okay.
Get over it.
Down.
Got it. Getting a good get. Oh, what's there's another.
Proficient.
Yeah, go over the right a bit. That's it.
Yeah, something I was saying to Andy earlier on is that he said he wouldn't normally come out here on a Saturday
Or Sunday.
or Sunday, but I thought for myself it's quite reassuring actually to have other people out. You know, if you want a bit of solace, you come out here during the week when nobody else is about. But for me, it's reassuring to have other people, you know, because if Andy keels over with anything or has an accident or something, which is always possible, then you know, I can wait for somebody to come. I've got my whistle, I know the distress signal, and somebody will come to that whistle. And so that's really reassuring. So that's another little safety tip. If you're going to come out, make sure you come out on a weekend so that there's other people about if anything goes wrong with your trusty guide.
Yeah, you got to keep it safe, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Safety comes first, right?
But all these things are sort of occurring to me now as we're sort of actually doing the thing.
Yeah.
But you know, this is why we're making the video, so that you don't have to go through all the snags that are coming up for us. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, the only reason I don't want to come out on the weekend is because I want to film on my own. I don't want to film other people because I haven't got their permission and stuff like that, you know. There's rocks coming up.
Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I know I don't mind coming out on the weekend, but I don't want to wait for other people to pass while I'm doing a bit of videoing.
No.
I'd rather just get on with it, and it's more efficient.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but that was an interesting concept, that I don't mind coming out in the weekday, Monday to Friday, and you'd prefer Saturday and Sunday when there's more people.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a reassurance for me because, you know, if you had an accident and the mist came down, I'd be a bit buggered really.
Yeah.
You know. So.
But it is Saturday, and the mist has come down, and people have passed us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty good, right?
But you know what Dartmoor can be like. The visibility can just be almost zero.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm getting
It's
really,
can be overwhelming. You can get scared.
really getting the hang of those lines.
Yeah.
By the way, you know, where the water channel's got to drain off, you know.
Yeah.
Stop the path from washing away. They're a bit awkward, but if you can see the line, you can navigate over them with a pushchair.
Yeah. I suppose you could do the same drill as when you're going up and down stairs,
That way.
where you're tapping if you've got a stick
Yeah.
and you're
For
tapping.
me, I just think it's a different technique. You know, when you're
Yeah.
going up the stairs, you hold the cane out in front of you.
Yeah.
And then click. You know when there's a stair there. There's tactile pavement a lot of the time. You know, where you get the lines crossed.
Yeah, little
So-
bump, little dimples.
No, lines for stairs, see?
Oh right.
And then dimples for
For the road path.
road crossing. So, right, here's another one. So this, oh, that's a bit deeper.
Yeah. You have to watch your feet.
But you know, again, when you're doing that sort of thing with pushchair, you use it as same as when you're climbing. You know, 3 points of contact. So I'm using 1 foot to my knee replacement leg to feel with my heel and put down. And then I've got my hands on the pushchair, nice and solid, and the other foot's on the ground until the other one's right down on the ground. So it's just very similar to what you do if you're at home.
Yeah, you're not skipping through the tulips.
No, definitely not. But, you know, when you're at home, or when you go to a new place and you think there's a step there, and you just go and feel it with your feet. You know, that's what I do. Go into somebody's house and you don't quite know where you are and what you're doing. You can't rush around because you don't know whether that line across the carpet is a step or not until you get there. So, and sometimes this place called White, it's a nightmare. It's got sort of things all on the pavements go everywhere, and I hate walking around because it's really distracting. So I don't go there without Willie. You know, it's not somewhere I go. But you know, going to Gloucester's okay. I can cope with that. Getting on the train and going to London, I can cope with that. But I think this pushchair would be really good for urban use, you know. But the only thing is, if you need people to know you're visually impaired, then you'd have to have some other way of notifying them. Because nobody knows, you see. Well, they might do. But as far as I'm concerned,
yeah, you've got to presume that they don't know really.
that's right. So
And that's my midday snack. A couple of eggs, some nuts and a bit of fruit. And Lisa's having
homemade muesli and a little carton of mandarins and a little carton of pineapple. You know, one of those dole things.
yeah, lovely. Yeah, that's nice, that is.
It is.
I've swapped, yeah.
No, thank you. No. It's more or less what I have every day, that. So.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Apart from I do it with fresh fruit instead. That's a bit mucky out here, isn't it?
There we go. Boiling. Ooh, yeah, stick that on there. And a bit of chocolate, lovely.
Push it as well. I feel there's obstacles in the way. So I'm going to go for the route of least resistance, even if I have to sort of reverse backwards and forwards.
That's it. So it's good to get out to go forward and have a look then, really.
Yeah.
You know, that's the
Well,
way to do it.
I can't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do a bit of a micro plan and sort of get forward and have a look.
You know, I mean, see, if Woody was here, he would spot that and say, right, okay. You know, like you do when you're taking a casualty out of rough ground, you know, you've got a spotter in front. So that's what Woody would do. He would spot it and say, right. The idea was that actually, so
What was that again? I didn't quite get it.
I said,
The wind.
I said, I'm never going to be able to do this completely by myself. It's just too difficult.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I do realise that. But, the big one.
Got it. All terrain in urban territory. Shall I carry at the front?
I can't. But don't move too far.
Okay.
Just take me over to that. There's a flat path.
Yeah, I got it. Meant to put it down. About here to get it there. A bit. There you go.
So in theory, if I'd have fallen over then, I would have pushed Andy over and probably stoved his head in. Or I'd slip backward. That was a bit of a dangerous thing. So next time, I'm just going to get Andy to take it over by himself, and then because he could drag it backwards, but I can't. Because I need to see where I'm going. So
Yeah.
so that's what I'll get, and I'll just walk in like I did when I was spotting. Right, okay, this looks better. Because it's all white, not these stones. Whereas before on the other part, the stones contrasted,
Mm.
they don't contrast very well here. Bit scary, you know.
Yeah.
But it could be, you know, we're going to come up to a place where I'm not going to be able to do it, and you're going to have to take over.
Yeah.
But that's the disadvantage of not being able to carry anything and having this.
Mm.
You know, I'm sure there are other push tents that would manage this.
But if your back was alright, you'd have a rucksack, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And your knee was alright.
Yeah, but it's my back that does it. You know, my knee would cope with it, but not. I think until I'd definitely go strong. You know.
Yeah.
You can spot for me.
Yeah, okay. Do you reckon you get over that? Push it? No? Or do you want me to lift up? Or do you want me to push it?
You can pull it. That's okay.
Oh yeah, this is it. It's a lovely spot. It's nice and flat and grassy and dry, so yeah, I'll get her up here and she'll be able to do it. There's a nice grassy sort of path coming up to it as well. A few rocks in the way, but she'll be able to do it. Now if you're taking someone out like this and assisting a partially blind person to do these sort of things, this is what you might need to do. You know, drop the gear, as long as it's not misty, go forwards and recce the joint, you know, and have a look, see if it can be done. And if it can't, you got to sort of make alternative plans, you know. But this is good. We'll get up here and get the tents up, and if there's time, we'll have a little climb around there, maybe, without the gear, obviously. So there you go, mission accomplished, I think. Almost. Just got to get up here. The answer is yes, good.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yes, it's easy. If you can do that bit down there, you can do that. It's a lot easier.
Oh, good.
And I found a place to camp. It's nice and flat, and it's just on the edge of the rise of that tor. So yeah, it's really good.
Okay. And
you can get the tents up, and if you like, you can have a little walk around the rocks.
yeah, let's do it. Are we allowed to put them up in daylight, are we?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Right, okay.
Yeah, should be all right. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over that. There's a little path just by there, 5 meters away.
Okay.
And then we're going to get on that, go up there, it forks, and then we're going to go to the left, and then just go on the other side of what you can see. Really, it's a nice flat bit.
Right.
And yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, it's grassy. It's like this, like what you're on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Do these paths converge, Andy?
Yeah.
Do I just sort of go up there and
Yeah.
get onto that one, or do I have to go across this bit here?
Yeah, we go across this bit here, and then we'll turn left and go up there, and I'll tell you where to go from there.
Right.
You know. So that guy was right, really, what he said.
Yeah, that's well, it's
Up
good.
there.
Good job we met him, really. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you know, it's been a bit of an embuggerance.
Here, I'll push this, and you can have my rucksack.
Right, thank you. I think you're going to be on the loser there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this extended just in case.
Okay.
And then I'll shove it in the pushchair. If we need to get anything. Because it's actually not that far. We haven't come that far because I just looked at my step counter.
Mm.
It's not very. I mean, it's less than 10,000 steps.
Wow.
But I feel like I've done a lot.
Yeah.
So it's,
Right, I'm going to get my jacket off. And you can go ahead if you want. Just go over there, just 5 meters, and turn left. And if you know, go take your time. And I'll get my jacket off.
I was saying to Andy that it's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. You know, if you're going to do it, then make sure that you're as fit as you can be. You know, I'm not yet as fit as I can be. But I have done it. You know, we're almost there. But it's been much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. You know, pushing the pushchair. Maybe if I had a different type of pushchair, it would work better. But getting it over some of those rocks, you know, it would. If this was shit weather conditions, well, then that could be really. It could have been a different scenario. I think I probably would have turned back. You know, if the weather conditions have been really poor, I wouldn't have gone for it. And luckily we met a man who knew sort of the route that Andy's just showing me now, really, because I couldn't have carried on going on over all those rocks. You know, I could have persisted, but it wouldn't have been an enjoyable thing. It would have just been going up there for going up there's sake, and that's not what this is about, really. It's about having fun as well. Am I going the right way?
Yeah. Another fork in the road, we'll go to the left again.
Okay. Yeah, but that's, I would say, definitely make sure you're as fit as you can be, and perhaps do, you know, I've walked around with this pushchair in High Wycombe, which has got its fair share of hills, but it's got pavements,
Yeah.
you know, so.
Now we're experienced mountain people, though, and
Yeah.
in we,
Yeah,
you know.
that's it. I mean, you know, I've been doing this sort of thing for a long time,
Yeah.
and it's only through injury and sight loss that I actually stopped doing it, and I kind of missed it.
Yeah.
So this is the next best thing. I'm stuck. What is it? Dad,
It's
stuck.
a little lump in dip in the ground.
Okay.
Yes.
No. Going. I think I'm getting tired as well.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Right, we got it.
Yeah, you got it.
That's the other thing. I've got limited. I'm not as strong as I was, and I've got less stamina. You know, but I'm still pretty much in recovery from injury. If you know what I mean.
Let's have a quick look. Just make sure we're going the right way. Because I mean, it's all pretty good at that way, but you're getting close to the rocks.
Okay. I'm totally in your hands because I can't see a path.
All right. So I'm gonna have another look just to make sure. All right.
Right, I'll go and sit on that rock over there.
Yeah. All right then. Yeah. Yeah, you're going in the right direction. It's a little bit rough just by there, and then just after that it goes nice again. So. Lead on, fluff.
Fluff, yeah.
Don't want to fluff it up.
No, don't do that.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah, of course we will. See, I've worked out the way back as well.
Oh,
'Cause
nice
I
one.
can, I can see the mist door, you see.
Yeah.
The mist door, so I think, yeah, I know my way back from there. That's quite a good thing.
Yeah. It sort of makes you feel a bit safer.
It does, that's
If
it.
you can move, and you can lead the way tomorrow then.
It's not the macro, it's the micro.
That's it. If you come to the left a bit, and then I mean, this track is, you could just about see it. I can just about see it, so you won't see it.
It all looks the same.
Yeah, it's just sort of going by there, just going that way. I'm sort of indicating some people behind the camera now, you know, but I can see it. You could.
So there's a hump
it's-
on the horizon. Am I heading for that little hump on the horizon?
Right, you're heading for the left of it, to the left of it. About 4 fingers. Yeah. You're right. We're getting there.
You know, I bet people think, why are you bringing that baby up in here? Why don't you use a,
Yeah.
you know,
A little baby carrier. Or
yeah, that's it.
little.
Or
Sewing
that
strap.
poor baby.
Yeah. They're not very good parents.
Nah, that's it. Scuff the axle.
As long as you don't snap it.
Oh gosh, you'd have to do a double walk, Andy.
Oh, I know. You need to be a good driver.
Yeah, well,
Well, you're doing all right, so.
so far so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got an idea now that there's a double
Yeah.
track.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it. Yeah, I got that. That's it.
top. I'm speaking to the world.
Oh, okay.
See you at the top. There you are, we've made it. And Lisa's picked her little corner by here. Nice and flat. And I'm going to sort of do the same over here somewhere. Yeah, I know. I've got a Zelta shelter and I'm hoping it's not going to slap me in the face all night in this wind. So we'll see about that.
Get that up without assistance, so the tent I've got, I can put it up by myself nearly,
Yeah,
without very little assistance, and it doesn't require too much kneeling on the ground, which is really good.
your zip's come undone.
It's alright, Mark. It was sweaty, a bit sweaty going up there. But,
Right, let's have a sit down and have a cup of tea, is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
chair out.
We will see you later when we're climbing up there. Hopefully, if you fancy that.
Yeah.
No gear,
No,
just yeah, get the tents up and then sort of stake our claim on this little bit of land, on this nice flat bit, and yeah, sort ourselves out. I'll have a cup of tea first though. Yeah, it's alright, go on. Yeah. Oh yeah, brilliant. You can't bloody reach it now.
Hey, I've done it. That's it.
Alright.
Okay. Now that, oh, not very graceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got to get down again.
Yeah. You're right.
Where am I going?
Straight on. Watch your step now. Take your time. No. Okay. So hang on to me.
Right. Just hold on to that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold on to the board. All the way round. Right, now.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll let go of this.
No.
Right.
Keep going straight.
I'm treading where you're treading now. Right, I've got it. Okay.
Bit narrow here.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. It's a bit wider now, so I'm going to let you go.
Just don't let
No, no. I'm alright, yeah.
At least there's people that can get down. You'd have got down before. Right, okay.
It's not so narrow up here now. Right.
Right.
This is it.
Right, okay. I'm going to sit down and find a nice bum-shaped rock.
Good luck.
That's it. This. There you are, Steve.
Awesome.
All right.
Hello. Hello. Well done, you.
Okay, now we're going to go through the kit that we've got. I'm going to start off with Lisa's kit. If you want to do the honours of showing the world what you've got,
Yeah.
as in the kit, that is.
As little as possible. That was the thing, because I've got to get it all in the pushchair. I've got to be able to push the pushchair as well over rough terrain. Try to keep it as little as possible.
Yeah.
And you know, I've got the very lightweight sleeping bag, which is a snowpack, and that's the one that we take on the tandem. You know, my husband's got one, and we load that on either side of the tandem,
Yeah.
front panniers. So they're very, very lightweight, and they're 3-season, I think.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the next thing I'm sleeping on is 2 thermarests, a 3/4 length one and a full length one, and that's because I've got a back injury, and I can't fully lay out properly. You know? So that seems to be working. It will stand the test of time, because I haven't slept on anything but a memory foam mattress for the last 3 years. So it's gonna be a real experiment tonight, and I might be waking Andy up really early in the morning and saying, "Come on, let's go home," because I've had enough now. But the other thing is this chair. This is sort of something unusual, because I find it really, really difficult to get up and down off the ground, and that's it's a fishing chair with a back on it, so I've got some back support. And then there's this.
Oh, look out, what's it? Oh my god. Shut your eyes.
So that's it. That just goes over the top there, because the top of this chair just happens to be right in line with the injury site on my back and where I had the operation.
Okay.
So something slightly unusual is, because I can't really carry anything on my back, that just goes around my waist, and it's got my different pairs of glasses in it, the phone, the whistle, you know, all those little odd things that you require. So they're all in there, and it's quite comfortable, and that just sits on there like that. So that's quite good. And then I went out and bought an umbrella, because I thought, if I'm sat, so this is quite good. If I'm sat down on the chair and it's pouring with rain, and I haven't got my tent up, and we're out anywhere, I'll just sit there and I'll just like put my umbrella up. And I said to the woman, "Have you got any one of those sort of like umbrellas that folds up? You know, really, really small." She said, "Well," she says it folds up. She says, "But it's about the size of a golfing umbrella. You better move back."
Oh, go on then.
And it's good. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. So
There you go.
That's me.
Typical English lady in the wild.
But I think that with the wind up here, I might do an impression of Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've got a small Trangia. You know, it's quite lightweight.
27 series.
Yep. And that was the one that Andy's given me. So you know, he's modified it with more pots and pans, and it actually fits into another size of pan as well, which I've got at home, but I didn't need to bring that. That would be just for me and Woody when we went out. But for just me, that's ideal. Just
Yeah.
one side.
They're good, aren't they?
And I've got this water bottle which keeps it really, really cool, and that's what I've got my cold tea in. So that is about all of my kit.
Oh, you got your little big water bottle down there.
Yeah, so my big water bottle that's from the 1960s, and me
Look at that.
Nan and Grandad
Marvellous.
used to take that on their picnics, and it's still going now.
Yeah, a bit of food, bit of fuel. Oh, that's about it, really, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh, you got your vehicle.
Oh yes, my pushchair.
Yeah.
I don't know what sort of what make that is, but you can get better ones that are more all-terrain. That's an urban pushchair rather than an all-terrain pushchair.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Now I'll go through mine now. So, well, I'll go through the top lid first, I think. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I've got my batteries, the GoPro in there, the pen knife. That can go in my pocket sometimes. Got a hefty flint and steel there. My compass is inside there, worldwide compass. I've already done a film on that, a video on that. And my Sawyer Mini, I put that in there in the top because I don't want it smashed. It's out the way, and I got a little tin there with a whistle and a little torch. Does the same job but day and night. And then there's a little button compass, and there's the batteries for the torch. And I got my little first aid in there in a bag, and a bit of bog paper. Got my map, water bottle, titanium with a cup and a lid, a big 10-litre water bag by Ortlieb. That's not the top lid now, I've gone past that. I'm not as detailed as you Lise. Waterproof trousers, don't like wearing them. A bit of a bag that I made out of an old army jacket, full of my snacks, my evening meal, curry and a beer. Whoa, lovely. And my tea bags and a bit of sweetener. 27 series cooker, Trangia, fuel, a little grid. If I sort of build a fire, I can put that on top of a different cooker. That's in the main compartment. In this compartment, I would have, or one of these, I would have my tent. I'll just stuff it in. This side is my hat, scarf, warm clothing, which consists of a jumper, or today it's this Paramo top because it's a nice summer's day. And in this pocket I've got my water purification stuff. Now I've got a Millbank bag in there, and also my Sawyer Mini bag that water goes in, but also I've got another bag that fits the Sawyer Mini, and it's by Avenue, and it's it's 2 litres, and it fits the Sawyer Mini. So I've got two bags. If one breaks, I use the other one. I don't put the Sawyer Mini in there because it sort of takes the knocks, that pocket, and you know, I don't want it breaking. So I put the Sawyer Mini in the top lid, and then in the underside lid I've got my washing kit in there, and another little bag with a few bits in. Right, the tent I've got today is the Zelta shelter. I've already done a video on this, so I'm not going to go into that. And I've got the ProLite Thermarest, full length. I've got a Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag, olive green. And I've got the Special Forces 1 sleeping bag by Snug Pack, and it's a comfort temperature of 5 degrees. And I've got my waterproof jacket, and this one today is the Ridgeline, and it's fine. It's a good jacket. And I think that's all the gear that I've got. I've just modified this a bit because this is a inflatable thing really, there's no posts, but with the wind it collapses and it's a bit windy, and the wind is blowing this way roughly, so Lisa's given me this extra guideline and I've fixed it on there, pegged it down there so it's a bit more solid. Personally I'd prefer my tent, but I thought I'd try it, see what it's like. But personally it's good, but personally I like my tent. And that's the gear. Right, that's that. Right, I'm gonna have something to eat now. We're both gonna have something to eat, and Lisa's just jaunted off. Oh, she probably had a pee or something. And yes, food time now. What's that?
Definitely feeling slightly sheepish.
Yeah.
So I'll go around the corner a bit.
Yeah. There you are. There you are. Right, let's get some food on. Get some food on. Oh, lovely. I forgot to say, this rucksack is I don't think it's a genuine British Army issue or anything. It's very similar. It might be, I don't know, but it's got a little tag there. It's got combat tactical. It's by them. Combat is spelt with a K, and it's really tough. Not my favourite really, I gotta admit. It's okay, it's fine, but I like my other rucksack really. And when I bought this, the padding is not very good. From there up there's no padding, so what I've done is bought a cheap roll mat and cut it to size and shoved it on inside, because there's a pocket inside. Get these pop buttons open there and one on the other side, and in that pocket there I shoved a roll mat. And I've got a little chopping board in there as well, a plastic flexible one, but it's all right. It's not crap or anything, but I prefer my my other one, which is 75 litre SF. I can't remember now, but yeah. Anyway, I'll put it on the screen. So yeah. It's a good rucksack, but I prefer my other one. Yes, I forgot something else. My knife, fork and spoon, so to speak. I've got a little salt and pepper thing there. And my spoon, titanium by Life Venture. Nice long spoon. Little stirrer. Cut the end off so I can dig at the bottom of the pot if anything burns. A little clasping thing for sausages and stuff. And this container, which is an old army sort of handset for a radio, little phone handset, and that's that. Now Lisa's, she wants to talk about her knife, fork and spoon.
This was Mike's vegetable, my son Mike's vegetable knife, and he's blunted the end off so you don't make holes in your pockets and whatnot. And this is my christening spoon and fork, present from my Auntie Hazel and Uncle Frank in probably 1964. So there you go.
Bloody shrunk in the rain, haven't they?
Yeah, that's it. They're not sharp, you know,
Yeah.
so they don't poke holes in things, and they fit inside the pot. So that's what they're there for.
That's it, yeah.
There you go.
You're getting your food on now.
Yes, we're gonna have some
Some of that.
burger and beans.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
That's it.
There you go. Right, let's get to it. Get that food on. Okay, we've had breakfast, cleaned our teeth, washed our face, and packed everything away. Is there anything final you want to say about blind people, or partially blind people, or anybody with a disability, you know, want to do this sort of thing?
Yeah, I think that you can do it. Everybody can do it, but you've got to be aware, fully aware of all your limits. Go out there and do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. You work to your limits, but you've got to be safe. You know, don't take any risks. If there's a risk involved, just don't do it. Nobody, you've got nothing to prove to anybody except to yourself. But don't take any notice of those people saying, no, you shouldn't be doing this. Go out there, do it, but do it safely. That's it.
Yeah. There you go, good advice. So that's the end of the video, and thanks for watching, and stay safe, like Lisa said. So cheers.